What's going on, guys? It's Adonis in Dragon Ball Super. Episode 80 just dropped. Oh, it was so good. So good. Now, for a ton of fans, this was the episode that we've been wanting to see for a really long time. Gohan back in the ring. Now, it was really dope because it was literally a training session for Gohan. And he had some moments where Supreme Kai was trying to give him some senzu beans, and he was like, look, I don't want your help. I need to use this. I need to use my own strength right now in this battle. And I think because he knew what the stakes were prior to everybody else in the episode, he knew what he needed to do in this episode as far as, becoming stronger and becoming more fight focused. Now, Gohan was fighting Lavenda, and he has these kind of poison attacks, and he's striking Gohan, blinds him right off the bat, which is probably the best way for Gohan just to kind of get hit really hard with some crazy technique at the beginning to help him develop a lot faster in the episode. And it was cool. Like, you saw Gohan kind of go through the basic instinct training. You have no sight. All my other senses are heightened, and now he's, figuring out where Lavenda's at throughout the battle. And all that works out until that motherfucker takes flight. So once he hits the air, Gohan has no idea where he's at anymore. And then Lavenda starts giving him the business again. Now, this is where Gohan's intellect starts to come in. And, as a kid, as a child, he wasn't an intelligent fighter. That wasn't his ability. His ability was he had a ridiculous amount of strength for the age that he was, and him being kind of a human slash Saiyan hybrid like Trunks, he has remarkable power. But since he's a scholar, he has now a lot more intellect than he did when he was a kid, more on the level of Piccolo, I would say, as far as strategy-wise. And he decides to go Super Saiyan and using the actual light from the Super Saiyan aura to use as a radar. Like, that was genius. And that's something that we've never seen in Dragon Ball. And I said this before this arc started, that we're gonna see things in this arc that we've never seen before, this being one of them, which is so cool because there's just so much more to this arc now that we found out what's really going down. Now, there was one thing that I really liked during this fight, and that was kind of Whis' commentary, because him and Goku, I felt like they kind of knew what was going on before everybody else. And Whis called it, that's genius what he's doing. However, there's, it's a double-edged sword, and they didn't really know what he was talking about. And immediately when he said that, Goku automatically said, oh, he needs to hurry up and finish this quickly. And I like how the poison went through him that quickly because of the Super Saiyan state. Everything is heightened 50 times. So blood as well. Everything moves through your system 50 times the rate that it would usually do, which is awesome that they utilized that as well. That wasn't just like, oh, well, he's Super Saiyan, so he's going to be immune to some things. Like, no, this actually accelerated that, just like the heart virus. But then Gohan, even still, after, he went back to regular Saiyan, goes Super Saiyan again, knowing that this could cost him his life, but he had to push. He had to push himself to see what he could actually do still. And he had some really badass moments in there, even though he was turning purple the whole time. Now, even though Gohan didn't win the fight, it was a pretty solid fight for his first re-entry into any type of martial arts in the series. That wasn't necessarily, in my eyes, the pinnacle of the episode. What we find out now is that Zeno thinks that there's too many universes to begin with. And because Goku had this idea for a tournament, this was his way to actually eliminate all the unnecessary universes, which was crazy. And the statement was crazy in itself because it was saying, I can't believe the lowest of the mortal universes could put on this kind of a show. Meaning that Universe 7, Goku's universe, and Universe 9, the opposing universe, are the two weakest, and Goku's universe number 7 is the second weakest out of all 12 of them. That is ridiculous. Now keep in mind, it said the average, which probably means that in the other universes, more of their fighters are stronger than the the average fighters in Universe 7. So it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is Goku level, but it does mean that they're a lot stronger than, let's say, Krillin or, Majin Buu. Everybody could be Majin Buu and stronger. Who knows, but their average is a lot higher than Universe 7 and Universe 9. And they did say Universe 1 and 12 and 5 and 8 are exempt. So they're not even in the tournament. They're not even in it, which is crazy to me because what that tells me is they're now opening up for completely different arcs with these universes and these fighters in these universes, which is great because we're not just eliminating all 12 universes now in this series. We're now eliminating only, I'm really bad at math, 8? 7. We're eliminating 7. But I think that was like the bombshell because we thought it was all the universes, but it isn't. It's just the 8 that aren't on the level of the other 4, which is so dope. And I'm so excited to see where this actually takes the series after this arc is done. Are we going to see some of these fighters that have been shown, but we haven't seen anything of them yet, and we won't see them in this arc? Maybe there's a twist in the arc that needs these fighters to come in. Who knows? But there's just so much more now that we can look forward to in Dragon Ball Super. But overall, I love the episode. Great segue into the Goku fight next episode. Really excited about that. But what did you guys think about Dragon Ball Super episode 80? I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys like this recap, hit that thumbs up button. Show your boy some love. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you're going to want to do that. Hit that APP logo in the corner to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out my last video, the link will be right here to the side. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.